Bugs updates, bug updates, and bug updates. Yes. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Marvel Contest of Champions news show for Friday. We've got a lot of bugs updates to talk to you about.
This just in. Mercenary Wade Wilson is still being held captive by a deranged kidnapper. Film at 11.
No, he is not being held captive. He can get up and leave whenever he... No, you can't. He's mine forever. But before we go anywhere, thank you so much to everybody that supports the channel through the medium of Patreon and as well YouTube members. You're on screen at the moment. Also, massive thank you to those that support over on twitch.tv/RichTheMan live. Those that give the Prime Gaming sub and as well tier 1 subs and gifted subs. Thank you so much to everybody. You're on screen now. And I'll be doing some more Cavalier difficulty today at some point. But I'll let you know via the social media channels and Discord. Links in the description down below. The main thing to really bring this to light is that this has been happening for a little while. But all of a sudden, like today, yesterday, many people have been saying in the Discord and various other places that this life model decoy thing seems to be just going into that second phase just instantly. Which, look, it puts you straight into the damage dealer side of things. However, though, it's like a second life, a get out of jail free card. I'm trying to think of loads of analogies to kind of say, like, look, not that everybody wants to go down that route, but if for whatever reason you make a mistake in a fight or something happens or, you know, yeah, something happens and you're like, look, it would be good to have that 2 phases of Nick Fury, especially if you've got that kind of awakened ability. But it just would be nice to kind of go into that state as a reserve unless you forcibly want to go down that route as well. Unfortunately, there's been kein update and we hope for a fantastisch and a wunderbar ending to this whole situation. I thought I'd end with a little bit of auf Deutsch for the fact that I don't know what's going on with this forum post being in partly German. Ich möchte sein! Vorschlaghammer. Next week, you're probably going to find me speaking some Hindi expressions to kind of, you know, spice up the Marvel Contest of Champions news and show the multicultural and also international Mr. Worldwide kind of. What's wrong with me, honestly? Things pop in my head and I just say them. Like some kind of rerettes or something like that. Any case, right. Spider-Ham does whatever crashing your device can. It's true. It's a Friday thing. Just roll with it. Look, I don't know what's going on with the Spider-Ham thing. Yesterday, I did a video where I was kind of playing around with it. I was just like, okay, let's try and crash I tried to crash my device and it didn't work. So I don't know. Some cases it's working, sometimes it's not. I might even try it now whilst I'm kind of recording this segment to try and crash my own device. Not that, you know, it's fun to do that. But look, it's annoying for a lot of people that are still experiencing this as of yesterday. This is the kind of update from Kabam Zips, and the team is investigating possible solutions for those who are still experiencing this. Once we have new information to share, we'll update you. When I was using my iPhone 7 Plus, which I've got on here, it was fine, but I have had instances where it's not been fine. So I really don't know what the consistency is with this. Is it device specific? Is it a case that it's kind of like operating system specific? Is it type of device, so Android or iOS specific? So like I've got on screen now, like we've got Spider-Ham. I'm going to click on Spider-Ham and it's fine. But I have had times where it's not fine. Whilst again we've kind of got the segment up, I'll load up my 11 Pro and try and do the same kind of thing or replicate that. So it could be a case this has actually been rolled out to be fine in some devices, not everybody. That's the thing, I just don't know with this. If you're still experiencing it, then you know we'll probably get it sorted soon. But I just don't know when anything's going to be sorted. Someone's saying here they got an iPad back on the 8th. So if you are still experiencing a problem, make sure to add it to this forum thread. So yeah, I've just got the device up here. I'm going to go to Champions. Going to go to Science. Going to drop down and then click on Spider-Ham. It's fine. So I guess this is now sorted out and repaired for some devices, not everybody, but I'll put a link in the description if you want to go and add to this if you are still experiencing an issue with this, because it could be, as I said, device specific, device type specific, or operating system specific. Next up, and let's talk about the side event. So the side event this month has been a bit kind of alright. The biggest problem with side events is they don't have any kind of great originality, and I know that may be seen, it's a bit harsh to say that, there's no originality. But look, after 5 years to 6 years of side events being put into this game, it's just a case that there's nothing really new that hasn't really been done. The only thing that seems to be done now is the complexity of these side events seem to be more of a key thing. And that's really been seen this month. You have to go to do this, which allows you to do that, to get that, which triggers for this, which allows you by the end of it to get this. It's one of those scenarios as opposed to anything different. And I've actually got a few ideas for side events, and I will try and pitch those towards Kabam and see what happens. But it's just something that I've got these ideas. They're kind of original in the way that they're kind of dealt with, the way that you kind of go about either your playing style in the game, something that is associated with going elsewhere to grab, something that is associated not necessarily with grind, but sends you more of an exploration within the game. Because let's face it, there's not really anything too special that's not a store type scenario, something where you have to go to a specific type of room or to a specific type of quest to get something which allows you to unlock something else, and we go on that kind of domino effect side event. But yeah, like I think this month has been one of those ones where I've just been like, I'm not really that fussed with it, and it's just a thing of collecting rewards for me rather than getting any kind of like nostalgic pop for things like arcade. Because I was thinking, if this was meant to be like an arcade based thing, then a lot of things with like arcade joysticks and buttons is button mashing. I think that was even mentioned in the side quest information. But it's nothing to say like, well, what do we do as players when we button mash? We tap, so we tap the screen, so we do tapping. We thumb swipe, so we swipe, you know, we hold down, hold. That's the thing, you could do something around like heavy attacks, light attacks, and yeah, just like and swipes and stuff like that. You could then put into something of an objective, as opposed to what we're doing now. In these arcade missions, if you do X amount of dexterities, parries, or heavy attacks, it triggers something to do with the objectives, as opposed to it being something about going, you got to go to here, you use your tokens to get into the thing, to then get the stamps to come out of it, to get the objectives, to then swap halfway through the month to something that you want or maybe don't want. You get the free choice. So it just would be nice to kind of see something that was kind of a little bit more simple. Or maybe it's a case that you then, I don't know, instead of us getting the stamps to then go, we've done the objective, is you choose from the stamps what you buy with those stamps in, say, the objective side of things, as opposed to it being like you have to choose this and then switch over and do that, which ends to the complication. It's like you choose your bundle after X amount of stamps. So say at the 2 week mark, you take your stamps and you buy whatever you need to buy. And then the objective could be, the Cavalier objective would be something like, do X amount of intercepts with 4 stars, so to speak. It's something that again is different-ish to the way that objectives have been done in the past. But yeah, that's not my ideas. I've got some other ideas of like full kind of side event questing to do. But another story for another video. Next up, and let's go on to iPhone 12 issues. Not to say that we're not ignoring Android issues, because Android issues are quite key. But the same thing goes with like modern devices. I just found this post and I found it quite interesting. As somebody that is going to be trying to either change my contract to get an iPhone 12 Pro Max, or get an iPad, I need to make decisions based on what players are saying as well as to their experience. I didn't and I don't enjoy the iPhone 11 Pro. It is too small, and as well the issues are with the screen positioning. So when you've kind of got your positioning there, there's this kind of like area here and like this kind of dull space. This dull space here seems to be very much like a dead area. And at times with the right hand side, you can go into random things like random heavy attacks. You can be doing a heavy attack and find it going whoop, just like you just go shooting back one way, that way. Sorry, that's the screen, that way. Shoots back that way. And you're there like, okay. And it's like at times it is then causing issue to the point where I'm just like, this is just frustrating. At times it's not too bad, and other times it's just frustrating. But look, same issues on Android. It's just a case of like iPhone 12 perspective. I need to make that decision. Other players are seeing this as well. Many people are coming to this particular forum thread even to have a chat about their current issues. And Kabam have said that here said, "Hi folks, we have noted your concerns. Please bear with us as our team investigates. Thank you for your patience. Cheerio." So look, that is it. That's like, it needs to be acknowledged and dealt with the same way a lot of devices and a lot of this game needs optimization. It's just very difficult at times to say, look, we've got loads of different devices, loads of things on Apple and Android that play in this game. But that's the thing, you know, enjoyment of this game is quite key, and optimization should be like a top priority, especially mobile side of things. Mobile development is tricky, I give it that, especially for optimization. But with a game of this caliber, and as well with its financial boom, it should be a case it's a top priority. Okay, so what's the update with the Aegon bug? This is the key news I think a lot of people want to find out. Yes, to a degree, it has been fixed, and we all rejoice. So yeah, on the 14th, which was yesterday, Kabam Mike says, "We've pushed a fix for the Fury issue. It should be live pretty soon. Thank you for your patience." And then people were going, "It's fixed. It's fixed." But then something else happened as well. First of all, I saw this over on Reddit. It was kind of showcasing no crits in whatsoever. I also saw somebody saying that they had not got a substantial bleed. It became a null effect. I think this is the moment here where we're just going to see this come in any moment now. SP2, fire off now, and then as soon as it drops, bleed doing no damage. So I don't know what has happened, but the most pressing thing off the back of this is that when you get hit, you do not gain Furies. Not particularly great if you work together something with Abyss and say you've got Heimdall or you're getting hit and whatnot. You want to then maximize your damage you're hitting back with, and it's just not, it just won't be there. If you're not gaining those Furies by being hit, then what's the point? Kabam are yet to respond to this particular post and the further updates, including this player posting this, where it's like, look, the special bar's gone. So there's those little things that seem to be a problem, and I don't know if this is device specific. I've got to get in and like test that a little bit more with Aegon and see what is good, what is bad. Is it even worth me even considering doing the Abyss of Legends run stuff, which I've earmarked for at least starting next week, so Monday the 18th. But I think instead I'll probably just do Act 7.1 and just kind of explore that and then see where this update is and maybe start something off next update when it comes to Abyss. So, not good. And now finally onto a feature that I've wanted to cover for a little while, but due to all these bugs that need to be covered, I haven't, and that's Art Corner as I lose my voice. We kick off with Corey to Go, who's doing this amazing Venom. Look at the incredible detail to this. And as well, like, it looks like there's something else, kind of like an extra point of it. I don't know, it's like on the side, there's like a part pyramid. Man, I'm looking forward to seeing when this is finished. Same Anime does this really cool Storm. This is Marvel Realm of Champions based gear artwork, which I love seeing, especially with this Hulk here. Look at that, that's pretty cool. Apply Sply does something from Venom, the film. If you haven't seen this, then this is pretty cool. I assume it's Venom. It could be Spider-Man 3. Either way, I like the artistic colouring to the images. Champion of Vengeance does this amazing Dakin. Man, I love Dakin. I want to see this character in Marvel Contest of Champions. And Fool puts together this Spiderion. Because it's Mandalorian, but Spiderion. Also, I'm really looking forward to the finished results from Berserk Revenant, who is working on a brand new piece of sculpting beauty. And there we go, that's been Marvel Contest of Champions news for Friday. Have a lovely weekend, whatever you're going to do. We've got a second video dropping today looking at side event accounts building for the gifting event. That's going to be a really cool one. That's going to be dropping at 1600 hours GMT or 1630 hours GMT. I can't remember. I should be live streaming some Cavalier difficulty, finishing it off tonight. And then next week we'll be starting off 7.1 grinding. I will be live streaming some Marvel Realm of Champions over on Rich's Realm and loads of content to drop over there. Thanks very much. See you all soon. Bye-bye.